Hello, everyone. Um, Today, I wanted to share something about being in the public about having aphasia. So I've noticed, I've highlighted a few of the weird things that happens to my brain when I couldn't figure out a tip with my cash. That's a little concerning. I had to use I had to have the waitress help me with the calculator. The numbers are hard. Most of my words are getting better, but I am still doing word finding is sometimes hard, and it's less annoying. I have to remember. No, I'm being judicious with my words. So I'm being more careful about how long I'm talking. So yesterday, in the afternoon, I was at a pub close to my my house, and they're very kind there. I've known them before the stroke. Anyway, I just went to have little conversations, just not to be at the house by myself. And there was two men standing on the right of me on the bar, and conversation started with the man who was sitting on to my left. And he was telling everyone that his mother-in-law died that morning at 6 a.m. And he was telling us, about when she was in the hospital since Saturday, and she had dementia, and we're very close, and this is very devastating, and there's people coming from Ontario and BC, etc. And one of the other men said, "Oh yeah, it's very hard to pay for parking at the hospital. It's very expensive." So it reminded me that people don't know how to talk about things like serious things like death. So this man, very sad, talking to me about his the mother-in-law dying. And it was interesting because, of course, I don't know if you know this, but I was a minister for very many years, and I spent lots of time with men, with women who were dying, and lots of with the family, before the death, during the death, after the death, the funeral, with helping with the family dynamics after that. So this conversation was very easy for me because I'm familiar with all of these topics. But going back to what I started in the video, I'm very judicious with how many words I talk. So I had to be very choosy in the kinds of phrasing I wanted to use to be helpful and supportive of this man at the same time, not being nosy, not being to, get into the nitty gritties of the topic. But I remember, I had some kind of advice, I think, that's talking to this man as he was talking. One of the things I always talk about with the families of somebody who is dying, I would talk about the fact that you are sometimes, if you imagine each other, the family, as everyone working with no skin, that all the nerves endings are so naked, and they could brush up each other, and they get sometimes very emotional, and sometimes arguments come as people are going through the grief process differently at different times. And the advice that I say to the family is just be very kind. Be very kind to each other and to yourselves. Grief is, it leaks, and you never know when it's going to come out. So sometimes, somebody would be very sad and broken, and then the other person might have a happy memory and start laughing, and then the other person's upset at the other person laughing. Like, it's just everyone is very very sensitive. They're very sensitive after someone of death. It reminded me that I still have all of those skills to have those conversations. I'm sure this lovely man, I won't give his name, but he was a very nice man, and he ended up talking to me probably over an hour, talking back and forth with him. And out of everybody that he was just going getting away from the extended family because it was lots of emotions for him. And this was his break from all this extended family. I understand this. This is not to be judged. This was what he needed to do. But out of all the gin joints and all the, can't remember the phrase. I'm glad that he found me to have this conversation with. His other bar buddy, all he'd do was talk about the cost of parking. And that's what this very nice grieving man, he didn't need to talk about that. He needed to talk about his mother-in-law and the loss that he was doing there. It reminded me that I still have some skills and I have some abilities, even with the aphasia. And sometimes, even though my words are wrong, that I can still get the message out and still have the compassion and the heart to be able to be a friend, even just for an hour, for this man as he's having this situation. So it was a very good experience for me to remember that I can be in public and I can have conversations with people, with strangers, even though it's not the same conversation that I would want to have, that I would normal have before the stroke. I can still do this. So that I give that to you, and I hopefully give you that hopeful experience of doing this. So thank you very much for watching the videos. I hope this is helpful to you, the aphasia patients and stroke recovery people. You can still have a voice. It may be different, but it can still be there. And you take care of yourself, and thank you for loving me. Bye.